No, everybody here today. Heavenly Father, pray that you help us to make great decisions for the people of Oklahoma County. Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Johnston.
Here.
Yeah.
Here.
Small.
Here.
Brady.
Here.
Brahman here.
This is for the parking lot. I need to add 2 new business, handbook updates, employee handbook updates, and, jury board panel appointment. I would, accept a motion to approve the minutes from June 3rd.
Support.
Moved and supported. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Public comment, 3 minutes. It's like nobody. Moving on. Presentation.
Hi, Bruce. Sure, right on. Good afternoon. So I am here to talk about the Everbridge software that we've purchased. I know you guys have heard a lot about it, talked about it in meetings. Feel like I have a whole, can't position myself right for so so it is all up and running now. I've gone through my onboarding, we've got it all set up. And now it's just a matter of getting people signed up for it. We've pushed it out on our Facebook page. We've got so far 113 residents have signed up for it on their own, so that's good. We've just started pushing it out. My plans are to go to the fairgrounds. I have a table that I set up there every year. I'll have a computer out there. I can help people sign up for it. But I'm gonna go through a little demonstration right now on how to sign up. I gave everybody a copy of a little instruction on how to sign up and of the app that you have access to as well. So far, I've given this presentation to our township supervisors at their meeting and to the fire association last night. All right. What is Everbridge? Okay, Everbridge is a mass notification system designed to quickly assist government and public safety agencies, companies and organizations. And I say that because it's not just public safety. There are big corporations that use this program to send out notifications to their employees as well. In the notification of their entire target audience based on a geographic location. All of the notifications that come out from the system are based on your location that you use when you register with this system. So if you are in Curran, you are gonna get notifications for Curran. If you're in Harrisville, you get notifications for Harrisville. And you can sign up for more than one location. So if you work in one place and live in another, you can sign up for both in the system. But that's how the notifications go out, based on your geographic location. Notifications are made at the onset, during the development of, and at the conclusion of an incident to keep you involved along the way. Kinds of notifications that we can use Everbridge for: weather-related emergencies, road closures, law enforcement safety alerts, community updates. And community updates are usually, different agencies use them for like water boil, if there's a water boil in effect, things of that nature. How has Everbridge worked for Alcona so far? I'm sorry, there's a little bit of lag in the internet. It seems I'm clicking the button and it's taking a minute to come up there. So when we took on Everbridge, one of the reasons why we chose Everbridge is because they have what is called their resident portal. The resident portal is a database of information, of people's information that's been gathered that they have access to through a company that they've partnered with. I'm sure, you know, as everybody knows, we put our information out on the internet and it's all collected somewhere. So Everbridge is partnered with one of those companies that collects information, and we were able to upload almost 15,000 contacts within our county alone. Cell phones, home phones, business phones, email addresses, and that's one of the reasons why we went with them. As of June 16th, we had 113 residents who signed up for the alerts on their own so far, on top of that resident portal. The difference between signing up on your own and the resident portal is, with the resident portal, we have your information and we're gonna send out alerts to you. But once you sign up on your own, you can control what alerts you see and where you see them at. You can change your addresses, you can add an address to it, you can update your phone numbers. What we have in the resident portal is just what they've gotten from their partners. So on June 10th, we had tornado warnings in Curran and on the west side of the county. There are no tornado sirens in Curran. But because of Everbridge and that resident portal, it sent out 568 notifications via Everbridge to the residents of that area that there were tornado warnings in their area. I have dispatchers that know people, some of the fire department personnel that all got notifications. They sent us screenshots. We verified it was coming from Everbridge. As an admin, I can go into the system and I can pull up a report that shows everybody who was contacted, when they were contacted, how they were contacted, and how many people were contacted. So far, it's still in its baby steps, and so far it's working because it's getting the notifications out. Just yesterday, we had 1,000 different thunderstorm warnings going off all through the day. My phone was going crazy. So I just picked one at 4 o'clock. We had thunderstorms warning in the northwest corner or portion of our county, and it sent out 570 notifications to residents in that area. So it is a good system, it is working, and it's getting those notifications out there. Come on. Okay, the biggest challenge we're gonna have with this system is because of the age demographic in our county is getting people signed up for it. Which is again why we went with the resident portal, because we have a base at least to use. So why should you sign up for Everbridge? Because you will stay informed on emergency situations and hazards as they're occurring, as they progress. You'll better be able to prepare yourself by knowing what's happening, where it's happening, and how it's gonna affect you. And you can take relief in knowing that the information is from a trusted source. So this isn't gossip, this isn't Facebook. Anything that comes through the Everbridge program is either coming from the National Weather Service or from me. I'm the only admin on this, so I'm the only one that can push out alerts. So if the sheriff comes to me and says, we have a situation we need to alert the community on, I will be the one sending it out. So it's not, so-and-so said this on Facebook, it's coming from trusted sources. How do I sign up for it? So there's 2 ways you can sign up for it, and I gave everybody again a little instructional. You can go either through our county website and go to the central dispatch page where there's a link on there to Everbridge, or you can scan the QR code that is on the sheets that I gave you. I'm sure you're all familiar with our website. So you would go to the menu to our central dispatch page, and on the page in the upper corner, we have click here to sign up for Alcona County's new emergency alerting system, Everbridge. You just click on that, it's a hyperlink, it'll take you right to the sign up page. I'll quickly just kind of go through what it looks like. So if you are signing up for it or helping others sign up for it, you kind of know what to look for. So when you click on the hyperlink or scan a QR code, you come to this page and you'll click the word sign up. And that will take you to our Everbridge community page where you'll choose to either enter your email address or your phone number to sign it up. You'll go through all the different prompts. When you put in your email and your name here, any existing account that is already out there in Everbridge for you, it will link them. Obviously, they send you an email so they know that you are who you say you are. And once your account is ready, it will take you to your profile. And this is where you can set up who you are and where you are. So it'll ask for your name. And this is the most important part of it, your location, because like I said, it's based on your geographic location where the alerts go to. Fill in all your address and then you click verify this address. When you click verify this address, it will take you to a mapping system. And anybody that's tried to Google their own address or look at a map online of our county, you are going to find this a lot of times wrong. I know it took me a long time to get my address right in Google. So this system lets you take the pin and put it where you actually are. Under select location, you have show us, drag the pin to your location. When you click that, you can zoom in, zoom out of the map, move the pin around and put it where you actually are. So when I was signing up for this in the example, I was doing our dispatch phone. And it put us on the south side of 72 instead of at the sheriff's department. So I dragged the pin and I could actually put it right where we are. And then set it in the lower corner, this is my location. So now it knows this is where you are, so I will get any alerts that go for that area. It'll ask for your phone numbers, your email addresses, any numbers that you want to use to be notified at. And then you'll register. After you register, you'll come to a contact information screen where you have little blue arrows and you can change the order of your contact methods. So any means that you want to be contacted by, you can put the top one. If you want a text message, you put that as the top one. If you want a call, you put that as the second one. So you put them in order that you'd like to receive your notifications. And then save and continue at the bottom. Congratulations, you've successfully signed up for Everbridge. The last part of it is your subscriptions. So there's two different sections to Everbridge. There's the notifications that we push out from our admin console, which will be your community alerts, which would be anything law enforcement based. And like we had spoken about before, where we'll set up a group for county employees. So if the county building is closing and we need to send something out to them, that'll be pushed through me. The other part is the National Weather Service. So we have a subscription here, and when you go to subscriptions, you click edit for weather. You click that weather button and it gives you a list of the different weather subscriptions that you personally can subscribe to. This is not forced, this is up to you. There's only 3 different weather types that I have chosen to force that if you subscribe for nothing, you're still gonna get notifications on. And that's for major flooding, for ice storms and blizzards, and for tornadoes. So you will always get those. But if you don't live on the water, you probably don't care about gale warnings, so you can uncheck that. You can go in and tailor that to the way you want it. And then once you do that, you'll have your quiet period. So they have a quiet period built in. Right now we have it set for 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That will send you no notifications between those hours, except for the 3 that we have decided are life-threatening situations where those will still send through. And then click save at the bottom. And that's it. You're signed up for it. Is there an app? Yes, there is. You don't need to have the app to get the notifications. They will come to you via text message if you choose, but you can go to the app where you can see past notifications and a running list of notifications that have been sent out. And there's also a handout there if you wish to sign up for the app. That's it. That's Everbridge. Any questions? All right, well, encourage people to sign up for, yes, ma'am.
I just had a quick question.
Yeah,
So is this notification specific to Alcona County only? Like it's such a mile radius?
yes, it's where you live. It's, so like if you're on the border, I'm not sure if it'll come through, the weather service one should come through if it's like in, if you're on the border like with Alpena and they have one that's right in Ossining or something, you should still get them. We haven't had that situation yet where I've seen them come through, but I don't have an address there. So there's some things we're still learning along the way. So if you do live on a border, let me know.
Just like if I was gonna, camping with the Glenny and
Oh, okay,
so,
yeah.
I take my pin location from Hubbard Lake Road and I drop it in, I change it to the Glenny campground. I'm gonna pick up those notifications?
Yeah, you can also add the campground in there. There is a way that, I can set it up where you get all of the notifications for the county. Should you choose to, let me know. I can do that for you. It's most people don't want to know everything that's going on unless it's in their area, so. I have mine set up like that and my phone goes up constantly with the weather, so if you want to, let me know, I'll hook you up.
Or if you camp over in Traverse City, unless they have
Yeah,
Everbridge.
And if they have Everbridge, then you can go on there and you can search, and you'll see that once you get signed up, you can search for the area. And sign up for different, like I have Chicago on mine, because Chicago uses Everbridge, so I can see notifications from back home. So you can, if they have Everbridge, subscribe to different ones. It's a free service, so you can look at them all.
Okay. I don't even own a camper, but I was just
Just in
curious.
case you get one and you wanna know. Any other questions?
Well,
Yes,
I got it yesterday and I wondered where it came from. Now that you're telling me,
Yeah.
I looked at it. And
Yep.
said,
it'll say like, UVB,
UVB,
yeah. Yep, that's how we knew, once that tornado,
Sign up for it?
nope, and that's from the
Back to
resident
May
portal.
18th, I had one too.
Yep, cause your information is out there in the
So
cyber
that's what's
universe.
causing more drama though. Cause I had people calling me yesterday, there's a terrible thunderstorm and they're getting these.
Yeah.
That they weren't getting before.
Well, no, and it's good, they should get them though,
And,
I mean, it should be,
I'm outside and the person called me, he's like, it's a bad storm. I said, I'm out here. Don't look that bad. Okay.
right, but in this information is nothing that you wouldn't get from watching the ticker on the bottom of the TV or anything else like that, or the news outlets. It's coming from the National Weather Service,
Yeah.
it's just being directed to your phone, so
Yeah.
I'm sure after a while, when people are used to seeing it, then they'll be like, okay. And if they don't want to, they can opt out of it and get none of them.
No, I think it's been good, cause I know the people have called me and told me, and they're like, I don't know where it come from, but it just came on my phone and that's what it is.
Yeah, yep, yeah, once we had that tornado, warning, we started checking with people out west in the county and they were getting them, so.
I didn't.
You didn't get it? Well, maybe you're not out there, maybe you're one of the few people who doesn't have this information out in our resident portal, so you should definitely sign up for it then.
He's off the grid out there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what was your comment earlier about?
Yeah, you also have to get a cell signal to get the messages, so.
And you got power, you don't even have power out there. You live with the Amish?
Any other questions?
No.
All right. All right, well, if you do, you know where to reach me.
Okay, thanks. Right into claims. I'd like to make a motion to approve pre-authorized claims and open claims presented for payment between June 2nd, 2026 and June 15th, 2026 for check numbers 161-196 to 161-266 and e-checks 2940 to 2954 for a grand total of $438,427.53. Second. Moved and seconded, any comments, discussion? Roll call.
Johnston,
Yes.
Brumman.
Yes.
Small,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. Next up, the for front of the court MGT contract amendment, Jennifer, if you would.
So MGT is the company that manages our 4D title funding source for the front of the court and reimbursements that the state provides to us. They've submitted an amendment to the existing agreement that we have that I'm asking permission from the board for Adam, who's the chairman, to sign. The changes are to allow the following services beginning October 1. They will provide electronic timekeeping system to capture, manage, and report Title 40 staff time and compliance with the federal and state of Michigan requirements. They will replace the use right now of the legacy paper bubble sheets that we've been using for a very long time. It will support daily time entry, supervisor review, electronic certification in accordance with program guidelines. The fees for this are billed quarterly and the reimbursement like they do now, but it's what there is a $650 onboarding fee, which we will be reimbursed 67% back. And then we won't be having to pay for the timesheets anymore either. So that's the main changes. So it's not so much whether we agree to it, it's happening. I just have to get the chairman's signature on it.
Okay.
Is your budget amendment at all on that? There isn't gonna be meeting over day one.
Any questions for Jennifer? I'll look forward to approve the Region 9 agency and the, MGT contract amendment.
And allow the chair to sign.
Yep. Moved seconded, any discussion? Roll call?
Brumman,
Yes.
Johnston,
Yes.
Yax,
Yes.
Small,
Yes.
Brady.
Yes.
For it's fully executed, so I have to get your copy.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good afternoon,
You too, thanks for coming down.
for sure. Thank you.
Next up, Region 9 Area Agency on Aging 2729 implementation plan approval. Chelsea, can you speak to this a little bit? I know you sent some information to the, just on what you sent to us, because I know we got some stuff in email only because it was like a
Yeah,
half-inch thing, page of documents.
yep, so they sent, a draft copy of their proposed 27 through 29 multi-year plan for their aging services. The plan itself was 42 pages, so that's why I didn't cut it out for each of you, but I included it in the email. And, they also sent a 15-minute video that just kind of summed up what they do and, the summary of their plan. So what they need from you is just an approval, either by resolution or by motion by July 31st.
Oh, by July 31st. Well, let's table that till next month then. Please.
Mhm.
And they can be, fully confident that we've all did our 100% review of that document.
If anybody needs or wants to look at the paper version, yes, me.
We did this.
Next up, Michigan Township Association membership. Counts part of that? Or did I not know that?
I present it to you guys every year. They send a bill. If you want to be a member, and typically you opt out.
I think we were. Well, we don't do
Because
anything, we do nothing. we
You're,
don't do-
you're a MAC.
Yeah.
Association members.
Yeah, so if we do nothing, then nothing happens, right? Okay. But I got the attitude of the board, we don't need to do that, right? Okay. Next up is the handbook updates. Help me remember the two things I got here. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. So we made some clarifications in the comp time portion of the handbook. And some donated time policy updates. Maybe I'm talking ahead of myself on that, I'm sorry. That's something we're talking about and
I don't think you guys.
we don't have that yet, sorry.
I would move to amend the employee handbook. I think this is an addition or is it a modification?
Modification, so I'll have to re-sign.
Modification of the compensatory time, 4.6.20.
I'll
As
second.
presented.
Moved and seconded, any discussion?
Contracts? Or not, well, unless the contract does not speak about it.
Right.
If the contract speaks about it, then follow the contract.
Is there any conflict between the contract of this?
I believe probably sheriff's department is not gonna, they wouldn't follow it. Anybody who's
gonna say,
Yeah.
there's only a few that got, who has contact, is there
courts,
court still has any contact?
yeah. So most of them have contact language in their contract, so it doesn't pertain to them. Anybody who doesn't.
Any other discussion? Roll call.
Yax,
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Small,
Yes.
Brady,
Yes.
Brumman.
Yes.
Next up, jury board panel appointment.
So move to approve the, addition of Debbie Kilborn for jury for Keating Carlson.
Second.
Moving seconded, any discussion? Then, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, we're right into the finance report. We don't have to move any money around today. Sheila, you were gonna address the issue in your report, right? No, we're not talking.
We're not, yeah, we table that.
Okay, got it. Finance. Oh, it's important to note that we are going to have a, well, this is personnel as well, but we're gonna talk some about the finance stuff. On July 15th at 3:30 PM, we're gonna have a department head meeting with, guess who's gonna be that at that? Finance or personnel? They both have things to talk about. Well, I don't know, well, the personnel would be, hosting that, meeting with department heads. And at that meeting, we're gonna discuss, the first 2 quarters of the year and look at where all of our line items are landing and how we're looking. Chelsea's gonna put together a little report of things that look like they're, need major attention, and we'll have a discussion about that. That's one, alright, is there anything else? No. Yes. That's finance. Personnel. Anything we're talking about, Craig?
I'm gonna be having a soil erosion
Yeah,
that we're gonna, so our soil erosion guy who was doing that for the last, 6 months, 8 months is moving on, so Dan, our department head, is going to take the test and take over as soil erosion med officer. The next few weeks.
End of this week, he's taking the test.
Yeah. So he'll be doing that. Other things, I don't think we had anything else.
no, it's really the only thing.
We did, the intern started with the prosecutor and said they're enjoying well.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, pretty easy. Excellent. Treasurer's report.
I just have a few things. Right now, our office is still, helping and assisting the townships, to prepare for their, summer 26 roll. The township treasurers are gonna be printing tax bills once their roll is committed, and, tax bills will be mailed on July 1st from the township treasurers to the taxpayers. Auditors are still working behind the scenes on things. I know they've been in contact with me, been in contact with staff. I haven't received anything to do end of the year journal entries to kind of wrap things up. As soon as I get all that done, then I can give the board a full report of 25. So I'm just kind of holding off on waiting to hear from them. The deadline is June 30th to have it completed, and that is the state. So
Yikes.
just FYI on that. I did hire a new employee to fill the treasurer's assistant position. Her name is Dina Wright. She started on Monday, June 15th. She comes with 6 years of, bank, experience, banking experience, and she is, definitely familiar with Oklahoma County's accounts, CDs. Did work with us. She does, so I'm hoping she'll eventually call the employment. Yeah, she's doing a great job, and, we're training her, gonna be a long process, there's a lot to know, but she's doing a great job. It's her 3rd day on the job. I also real quick wanted to thank Dave Hansen and Josh in regards to putting in my new window. That is something, been quite a project for them, but we do have 2 windows now to service instead of just one. All of us working out of one window, we had another window to, work out of to, serve the public. So that is really nice. He is still working on my counter. He did replace that. That was pretty old. But they're doing a great job and I just really appreciate, the work that they're doing. So other than that, I don't know.
With the, we're gonna have a special meeting for the audit before June 30th, and we're able to get that approved and sent in.
Yeah, I'll reach out to them and see where they're at, cause I did ask them a couple weeks ago and they said they were wrapping up, so.
If we're gonna ask for extension or something, okay. Can you tell us, you can find out?
I'll reach out to them, definitely, cause I'm in. Yeah.
That's the same position they put us in last year. Just FYI, put on the table. Okay, clerk's report.
As far as the auditors go, the last thing I think they needed from me were, any pending lawsuits, you have to go on our, letterhead. So I got that to Ariana. Okay, so I think they've got what they need from me. And I've just been busy with, elections. We pushed the ballots to print last Friday, so the township clerks should be receiving those. By law, they have to start processing AV ballots on June 25th. So we're all set with that. The Bureau of Elections was here on June 10th to perform a training with all of the local clerks and their deputies or their chairpersons. At the same time, we had the canvassers all lined up all the way down the commissioner's hallway with all of their ballot containers that need certified every 4 years. So it was kind of chaotic, but I think we got a lot done in one day as far as that was concerned, which leads to the trainings that I will provide for all of the actual election inspectors themselves. And I only have one set date and time, and that will be July 15th at 1:30 in the afternoon. So it doesn't look like I'll be present for that since I'll be in Caledonia Township performing a training up there, so I won't be at the department head meeting. There'll also be a training in Barton City at the VFW hall. And there'll be another one in Mankato Township, and then I'll do one here as well. And then I'm done with all the election inspector training. And that, second round of jury qualification questionnaire notices will be going out soon too, and that makes everybody's day, so. That's all I got.
All right, thanks, sheriff's report.
You're way ahead of schedule, so I'll slow things down a little bit for you.
There we got a presentation ahead of us.
Terry sent you a nice text message here a little while ago. So wait now, we'll talk about it.
Now I can do saucy too.
Yeah, I got enough, but barely.
I
got it.
You gonna know what you're talking about up there?
Okay, we have a car that's gonna be taken out of service here shortly. It's got 207,000, almost 208,000 miles on it. And we can auction it, and I've had an inquiry by the building department about taking that and using it, so leave that up to you guys, doesn't matter to me what we do with it. I think the last one we transferred over was to building and grounds. And whatever you guys wanna do, let me know, we'll do that. But the mileage and the VIN number are there available, so we could do auction. I think we have to have all that for the paper. Our old Boston Whaler wheeled out of here this morning, so Gladwin County did follow through on that, picked it up this morning, and it went down there. The guys seem pretty excited to get it down there and get it washed out and put it in the water. They, if you're not aware, some of their lakes washed out a couple of years ago when the dams failed down there, and they're refilling them right now, so they're revitalizing their marine patrol that's been not so much the last couple of years. They're not on Lake Huron, it's all in the lakes there. $1,500, we should probably put that towards the marine safety grant, so I'll talk with the treasurer about how to make that happen. But the check's on my desk, we did get paid. Our new side by side is outside, you can see here, this is a Can-Am, I think it's a 1000 cc, 4-seater. And what's remarkable about that is not on it right now,
is that the wheels come off and the tracks go on it for the winter time, which makes it a pretty much four-season vehicle. It also has doors and cab that's heated, so it truly is a four-season vehicle, even when there's deep snow. You know, the one I have at home is similar, but I only have tires, so I'm 3.5 seasons right now, maybe almost 4, because we don't get crap for snow anymore. Sergeant Mackenzie and Schrader put on the voter safety class this last weekend at the City Fire Hall, and lunch was provided by the Cedar Lake Association, like they always have. They've always taken a little bit care of us on that. Even though we moved it away from Cedar Lake up to Lake Huron and now up Park City, so they've always stayed with us, and I appreciate that. We do have a ORV safety class coming up, which is new for us. We're gonna be doing that. Yeah, I spelled that word wrong. We're gonna be doing that again at Park City Fire Hall. That's new, and that gets kids that are 16 and younger that don't have a driver's license certified to drive on the trails. They're gonna have some machines there, including this one, for them to look at. If you're not aware, and I think Craig, you might be being on the Parks and Recs board. This is the future right here. This is quads and dirt bikes are not out there anymore. Everybody's got these things, and they are all over. The fun run that was this spring that started and ended in Elkhorn County, went to Oscoda County and around into Iosco County and back into Elkhorn County. It had a ton of people and a ton of participation, and I participated this year. It was really quite a good time. But these are the way of the future, especially now that the forest roads are open. You can ride them just about everywhere except for our state highways. And they seem to be relatively safe. They're bringing people around, so that's the other reason we got that thing. Because this is the way of patrol in the future for that type of event, anyways, and that type of vehicle. It looks like I got a lot on the conference update, but I'll run through it pretty quick. The undersheriff and I attended the sheriff's conference on June 6th to the 9th. Started off with a board of directors meeting that I shared, and then we went into closed session, where I gave a presidential report to all the sheriffs and undersheriffs that were in attendance. We had a legislative update, MPOS update, and training council update for corrections officers, which to most of you doesn't mean a heck of a lot, but to us it does. Then we had a president's reception right before the memorial awards and ceremony, which was pretty cool because I kind of got to MC that event. Well, I got to MC a lot of stuff that weekend, but that was pretty neat. I get to introduce all the speakers that gave out their awards and everything. And then I got to give a presentation on the sheriff. They got the presidential award citation. That was the Kent County Sheriff, Michelle LaJoy Young, and that was a real pleasure to give that award out. I don't know her well, but I've been watching her from the opposite side of the county, and she does a great job down there. Fourth largest county in Michigan, too. So our speakers, they wasn't the most exciting set of speakers, but they were all relevant. I'll say that much. Some speakers we've had in the past that kept our attention a little bit better. But they talked about reducing restraint-related deaths, which is what we call excited delirium in our world. And that's when we handcuff people behind the back and lay them down and they stop breathing and die on us. Fortunately, we haven't had that here quite a long time. But if you remember, Terry, we used to hog tie people and cuff them to the drain in the drunk tank.
I don't remember any of that.
Well, I'll refresh your memory. It was standard training here and it was standard practice here and everywhere else in the state of Michigan. That's just what we did. And we found out people were not breathing well from that and subsequently dying. Sometimes drug related, sometimes mental health related, but it's just not practiced anymore for that reason. But that was one of our speakers. We had a public information officer come in and talk about the brand training for our offices, not departments, as I keep hearing people call us a department. We'll talk later, Kathy. We are leadership from General Neller. General Neller is pretty cool. He lives in the Grand Rapids area, and he was a commandant from the Marine Corps, which means he was the #1 guy. And he's very impressive, very neat to talk to. If we were running late, it cost me $5, but well worth it. Neat guy to listen to talk to. He's impressive. Crisis intervention and mental health issues. I always talk about those, and then we talked about, for some reason, we talked about cardiopulmonary health in law enforcement. Most shocking thing that got my attention was we died in law enforcement 18 to 60 months after retirement. You know who likes to hear that? MERS.
You have to just stay on that.
Yeah, if you don't retire, you won't die.
You can't retire.
Yeah, I'll move right along. I'll just ignore the both of you and try to move right along. And the reason is it's just getting missed by our primary care physicians. They're not taking into account the line of work we're in. and the stress related with that and the ups and downs of the job. It's just not factored in. If that was factored in, we'd score higher on these tests and we would probably be recognized as at risk. So that's that. I have one more presentation and Deputy Delray is here to talk and present our drone a little bit. No, you don't have to talk. I'll take care of that for you. So this is our new drone that we won from the NEMCOG bid. And thanks, Auditor.
Keeps his car pulmonary down, that's not pretty good.
EGI Matrice 30T, is that the model?
Yeah.
T means thermal, which means it's got infrared capabilities. I don't know that we can see a mouse in a field, but we can certainly see deer in the field very well. Which explains why the DNR doesn't like using these to hunt and track animals around. Very sophisticated. This thing has just about all the bells and whistles you could ask for on a contraption. And we're learning it. I think we are able to put it up today and maybe even live stream to that screen what it can see out here. So with that, I'll have him step outside and find somewhere clear to fly it out there. Anything else you wanted to add to that? Yeah, so what we had before were small ones. They were flying up, that they would install their personal cell phones to a contraption that helped them fly it. This replaces that and it has a screen on it so they can see what's going on with it. And they don't have to use their own cell phones. It can also live stream it or whatever other function to put it on screens all over the stage. Yeah, you'll be able to see it here.
Be careful, you fly.
Hey, you got a second? So are you going to update and outfit the side by side with light bar, winches?
It will have some flashers on it. It may have already.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Already.
We could probably go on, click those on and we'll be able to see it from the air here in a minute, but it has radio, siren and lights on it already. Yeah.
Too smaller? Good. We figured you need a winch on that because you'd be.
It doesn't have a winch?
It does not have.
No. So a lot of those comes standard. The one I bought is a Chinese model, but it came standard with a winch on it. Hopefully they're not taking it that off-road, Dave. Yeah, so if you set up a remote command post, you can fly this thing and see what they are seeing, which could be quite handy.
John's supposed to share his screen.
Okay.
I love when it talks to me, tells me what.
What did NEMCOG use it for?
They were mapping businesses, Terry, is that what they were doing?
a grant to commercial properties. Like, showing the picture.
Go ahead, Carolyn, run, like she's criminal.
Carolyn, you're missing everything.
She's seen it live out there.
That was a picture.
I'm not in the air, so why is it frozen?
Yeah, it might be the delay that's taking a second.
Another day about it, Carolyn.
Where is it?
It's probably a 40 ways.
Pretty quiet.
It's not bad. It's a little louder than our other one sounded kind of like a speaker.
It's
It's big. Yeah, it's big. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, it's kind of blocky, but it's on.
Yeah.
Right now,
This is probably
we are 101 feet in the air. Carolyn? Carolyn, it's on the TV. You wanna come in here, it's on the TV. But you can see on the TV here. Exactly what's looking at.
zooming in on Carolyn. The other day we had it in the office, on the ground and we were panning around with the camera. Cause on this one, the camera pans, not just you don't have to move the whole drone. And he zoomed in on one of the deputies' heads and it looks like crosshairs, although it's not armed. It looked like crosshairs and you could tell the temperature of his forehead.
What's the range?
It's gotta be in sight range right now.
Oh,
You have to keep it in sight.
can't fly down to the harbor.
Yes.
Well,
It could. Yeah.
You can easily say to the harbor. Range on that.
Yeah, you have the range would be
Certified to get out of range or?
There's a permit that you can get to go out of range where you can't physically see it. I believe there's a new certification for flying at night too. What we have right now is called Part 107. Park 108 they're coming up with to fly at night.
without any special certifications.
What does the 07 allow us to do?
Part 107. So technically, we need the Part 107 if we're being paid to fly it. So since when we're working, we're gonna be flying this, we're being paid to do it, so we have to have the Part 107. Which we already have. We got that a couple years ago.
Are you familiar with the size restrictions too? What size drone requires a pilot's license? Is it a weight limit or?
It is anything weighing over 250 grams. So the little ones.
Or we're in America, let's do ounces, we're in America.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So what I did earlier, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Basically, you just gotta hold position button, stay here.
Yeah.
Just stay there.
It stays right there, yeah. And the gimbals, and everything, keep it steady too.
Does it have anything so you can't fly into the trees? It has obstacle avoidance, there's different sensors all around it. If you get too close to something, it'll stop it.
The other thing is it won't fly above our jail. It's restricted airspace over correctional facilities. So it will not, it is physically programmed not to fly over there. Same thing with Wordsmith. You can only go so close to Wordsmith Airport.
What does it do?
If it stops,
It'll stop.
it just stops. It won't go.
Ball?
No, it just won't cross that. Right.
It's like the invisible fence.
Yeah. It's exactly what it is, Dave. It's programmed exactly like that. Yeah.
So Jason, were you just hovering?
Right now, it's just hovering, yes. You're looking down 23. I'm looking down 23 right now.
You realize you're freaking out some driver out there.
They probably have no idea. Yeah.
See it.
Unless they look real close.
So is it complicated enough that if you had like, say you had 80 acres, did you have like a program, a search grid for it to follow
You can,
scenario?
yep, you
That's
can.
cool.
So what we can do with it too is, it's on the wrong. That's camera. What we can do eventually, when we get to really bad accidents, we can actually map them that way and it'll make 3D models of the scene.
Oh, it's got a LiDAR,
It's called
white cloud generator?
RTK, real-time kinetics.
Okay, different.
So it's all GPS and you make a scale that it measures at first on the ground, then it makes a grid
Okay.
that flies it, taking pictures, and you can make a 3D model that way.
What's the weather restrictions on flight as far as how much you can handle? Like wind
We haven't
speed?
figured that out yet.
Yeah.
It's
We're gonna be careful though.
Yeah, right.
It can handle a lot.
Yesterday?
I was gonna say, excuse me, but
No, not yet.
it's rated as one of the best, or as good as a drone you get right now.
Yeah, I
Temperature
believe it.
wise and wind wise, it's very.
That's one of the other cameras available for.
So- Right now, the drone is above the intersection. And I'm zooming in. What I'm zooming in on is.
Don't hit that seagull.
Let's see. Catches up here. That is Richie Repair's sign. About a mile down the road.
Oh my gosh.
Tough sign to find too.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Oh, aren't you dear?
It will find deer very easily, yes.
Or just back it up and put the infrared on, see what that looks like.
So. Once it catches up.
There you go.
That's numbers.
Then
Oh, there's somebody riding their bike down there. If we zoom on them, we'll get their head get red.
We'll zoom in.
Well, the pavement ladder in there.
I think it will.
so with that, you can also. Change the colors of it. What I found over the last weekend. I was flying it and I went over a field and I had it on this one where the hot items turned white. I found a deer in the field and I was probably 300 yards away from the deer.
Oh, wow.
So missing people that were really,
Yes,
yeah, as opposed to what we used to do is we'd call in a state police helicopter or coast guard that had infrared capabilities. And fly that over and they'd find them and it was very effective, but it's very costly too. And tank restraints, you know, so we're gonna be putting this out in his car and Deputy Garsbeck's car every day, so if something comes in while they're working, it's there in an instant.
and another thing that it will do. Is, that's not. So it'll catch up, I don't know if it'll show it, I guess, on the screen. It has a rangefinder on it. So I have the crosshair on top of the awning there at the shell. And that is 1,090 feet away from the drone. So you can figure out how far things are away from you.
Won't rate tickets for speeding though.
You can get them with radars. There's some states that do have them with radars on them.
This one does
Oh,
not.
no.
And currently in Michigan, it is still against the law for us to write tickets off of such equipment. Except the traffic construction zones. Those are legal now for radar signs to write tickets off of those, but nothing else like stop signs. Yeah. We can't use those for enforcement right now.
That's cool.
Try to find a boat.
What's your altitude limit, Jason?
400 feet. Where we can go. Right now, the drone is 290 feet in the air.
Where'd it go?
There's a harbor.
Oh, there.
And how far from the how far from one of those boats are you?
Video is pretty good.
Those boats are,
1350,
so the closest one on the right hand side
quarter mile.
is 1,700 feet away.
So a little over quarter mile away.
Yeah.
Now, does this have the capability of telling you how large that? Or just,
Excuse me, it's 5,280 feet in a mile, so 1,700 was.
Yards or?
Oh.
Were we asking Carolyn capability of what measure? Of what?
Measure how size of the boats. I think you'd have to have a scale there of
Yeah.
something of reference.
oh, okay.
And then
Yeah,
you
we would
could
need scale.
So if we knew something out there was 6 feet, you could extrapolate the size of the boat for that.
Yeah, one was a pontoon and they're only 26 feet long.
Yeah.
For the drone as well, we have a megaphone that can go on top of it, plugs into it. So if you are out in the woods searching for somebody, you can talk to them. Talk to them that way. Then there's also a device that will attach to the bottom of it. We haven't figured out the weight limit of it yet, but it will carry items. You can drop them. So say
Life jackets is what we're really, we're talking about life jackets.
you need to take somebody a bottle of water that's lost in the woods too. They don't have any water. You can drop them one. Try not to hit them with it, but
Not OC gas or anything. OC gas, we need to
Yeah,
drop that for, in case they need fresh breath air. Rapid questions.
Insole.
That is really cool.
Yeah, it is, and you know, so the work we have to do is not so much on the search and rescue side, it is the criminal side on where we're allowed to fly these and where we're not, because there are some restrictions. Especially when we're chasing criminals and when they go or looking in windows and houses or flying above people's properties. Their property rights are still prime in Michigan and they are respected. And there's some of the things that we could do with this that we would absolutely need a search warrant for before we can go and do it. Is it admissible in court? Yes. Yeah, especially if it's obtained with a search warrant. But what we have to do is make sure we're not violating people's rights with this thing.
doesn't pull that up on the screen. There, yeah, the red shows the sheriff's office.
Yeah. All restricted.
The zone where you cannot go. I don't know why it won't pull up that map.
So you can check the rope to see what
No, that's restricted. And that's,
to see if
the yellow is the flight path
what,
for
us?
the
The rope.
airport.
Oh, the thermals on the
What, you get batteries?
Well, 40 minutes of flight, depending on weather. So if it's really windy, it'll drain the factor.
Will it come back when it's
If it gets too low, it automatically returns.
to where you said?
Yeah, to where I set it down, it drops a GPS pin, and it comes right back to that and lands by itself. Takes 2 batteries to fly. And if you are not done, you need to keep going. You can land it without turning it off. You can swap out batteries, just get to it one at a time. So it doesn't turn off and you can just get going faster.
Yeah, it came with quite a few batteries, so our flight time is pretty high.
I mean, they're down to 67% right now. Just been sitting there spiking the wind the whole time.
That's the U-Haul rental. Hardware.
How much did this instrument cost?
About $3 million.
No, I mean,
$12,510.
how much did we get in garden grant this year?
Stone Garden grant, went right there.
It's all there?
Yeah, for our equipment, we spend our equipment from that grant on the machine out there.
We were to buy this new. How much?
With all the equipment, 25,000 maybe, Terry, or not quite?
I would say definitely.
Okay.
The drone itself is 12 at least. This remote is 2. Then the 10 batteries, that's another 5,000. The batteries are 500 apiece.
Rechargeable, yeah.
The,
Yeah, yeah.
the megaphone and that cloth thing is about $1,000 a piece for both. The cases.
Yeah, the health case will upgrade too, yeah.
Now,
Close.
the 10 batteries,
Yes.
assuming nothing major, 10 batteries are adequate
Oh,
to
yes.
keep you going.
Yeah, because the battery charger is in a case and we can have it plugged in the car. When we're gone, we can just plug them in, have them charging right away. By the time we get back to that set, if we're still going, that one will be ready to go.
Yeah, we should be able to keep going.
Again,
Commissioner Small wanted to see what the thermals look like on the roof here to see where we're losing heat. Or, I don't know if we'll be able to tell too much on a warm day, but on a cold day, we certainly would.
Do it.
That can be insured so that if there was like a bird or
Yeah, so
some kind of damage,
very
they
easy.
could get.
it's gonna be insured, just
You
like
can,
our other drones
So
are
once you get
currently
to a
insured,
certain
we'll
point,
be running a policy. The two things it's insured for, one is replacement value of the vehicle. The other is if it does damage to somebody or something, yeah.
very simple. But you could.
Good, yeah.
Then it does measure the temperature too.
What are those spots? Are those maybe water spots on the roof?
That's what I'm gonna do. If it should switch to that.
For some reason, yeah, see, there's like a,
Yeah,
there's like a diamond pattern here, and that shows up here, and I don't know what that is, maybe that's steel. I don't know,
Or it's.
or maybe it's water, maybe it's low spots with water.
It's like some motor heat out there.
We'll look.
that's great. I might wanna see this.
I'm gonna tell you.
What about that chimney? Can you see that chimney that Dave was working on a couple of years ago? I mean, you could probably go right up to that. Yeah,
Initials down right there.
No,
Oh, the chimney, I'm sorry.
yeah. Yeah, there's a chimney towards the south end. It's torn down. Some of it was torn down. Yep, there it is. Yeah, Dave didn't finish that top. What did he put on it? Like a aluminum cap?
Yeah.
Then, so right in the center. That's 85 degrees. Right in this, like right where the metal starts above the brick. Your temperature.
That shows up on your screen.
yeah, if you wanna give me bottle information and everything on that, I'll send it off for an addition.
Try that thing too. Any other questions or anything? We'll see.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I have the invoice for the CAM, so I don't think I need that one.
Okay, the VIN number, make, model, and all that should be on there too. So.
Don't crash it, bring me home.
Yeah, no, that's-
Yeah.
Can't get embarrassing with
I
it.
know.
You just hit a button, it comes right back.
Those be hacked.
I don't know, it's a good question. So the worry with, the federal government is that China is currently using this footage to map our entire country. And that's why you can't get a federal grant to buy these things. You know what, if they care what we're doing here in Alcoa County, then good for them, whether, you know, because I don't think there's any national top secrets here or anything. But you can't get federal grants to buy Chinese drones, and this is a Chinese drone, and American made ones are nice, they really are, but they're cost prohibitive for small communities like this.
Oh, that was a stipulation from the grant from MMRMA?
No, I don't think Murma grant is gonna be a problem with them, on
Oh, okay.
federal grant, and
Oh,
we tried to buy one of these several years ago on the Stone Garden grant, it just, we get so far into the grant process, it just gets stonewalled by them, and it just stall. And we found out that everybody else was trying the same thing, and that they weren't successful either. Well, all right, we'll conclude the sheriff's report then, unless you guys want to take rides in the side by side. In that case, the undersheriff will drive in on you. Yes.
Hey, well, thanks a lot, that was pretty cool. 911, yeah, get that mic here. Committee reports, Carolyn?
Okay, we had our opioid meeting and, we had a demonstration, Mid-Michigan Medical Examiners Group, did a demonstration on use of the tablet that we purchased last fall. Also, if you recall, the board approved $50,000 about 4 months ago for scholarships at Sunrise, any one of those. Oh, excuse me. One of those is being utilized. Flip has a new board member, Dave Daly passed, well, he submitted his resignation in November. And, we have two candidates, Frank Kramer, and, it was awarded to Jim Major, the open board position. Thanks to Chelsea, huge thanks, the cannabis grant, got in on time. And probably the most important thing for Alcona County is the loss of one of our esteemed, long-serving, very outstanding dispatchers. Denise is just over 40 years with the. Oh, Deanna. Do you want to comment on anything about Denise?
Deanna.
Right?
Deanna, her name is Deanna.
It was housing.
Oh,
Yeah, 40 years, she's.
do you want to, anything further?
No, I had sent out the email about her luncheon on, next Friday, the 26th, so all are invited, to stop by and wish her well.
And I would urge everyone here to send a note to Deanna, not an email. She closed out of them at the end of the month. Send her something that she can take home with her and enjoy in July. Just a note, thank you for your service. We'll miss you. And, you can put it in the dispatcher box upstairs or mail it to her, the 212 West Main. And, she will get, why did I say to you, yes, I do not know. Not a clue.
Nice.
Oh, okay, not so really bad. That's about it.
Terry?
I'm sure I can blow her name too. Yeah.
It's not okay.
It's okay, it really is.
I worked down here at 11 o'clock at night and she would call me.
And find out
Are
what,
you okay?
There was a lot of deputies worried about that too. You know, For years. I attended 2 meetings, Democrat and mental health. They're all worried about their finances, funding. The state's a little slow. They're hoping it all will go. CMH, they had something, I suppose this is not unusual, maybe it is. Their auditor was actually audited. Which I didn't, that happens fairly well, maybe an auditor.
I don't know.
It was the Department of Health and Human Services completed an audit on the auditor of CMH. I've never seen that before.
They don't let each other in there.
That's not unusual either. The one thing came out of that meeting that was, I think, a little bit of interest to us is the suicide rate in Michigan. Elkhorn is #1 per capita. Okay, per capita. So, top of the list is elderly, single males living by themselves.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Carolyn.
I'm sorry.
I went all up for that one, but that's all right. Just having a ball with it, aren't you?
Well, and you know what? I have piano written on my notes.
That's all I have.
Thanks for the uplifting report, Terry. That's pretty good. Yeah,
The joker of the crowd. We're all,
today, posted today, and next Wednesday will be the notice for the public hearing for the solar expansion in Augusta Township. And the public hearing is July 13th. It'll be in paper if I got that wrong, but anyway, should be a good time. Everybody's invited. I was gonna comment about something today, about what it was. It doesn't matter. Dave,
Had a couple township meetings last week, building department grounds. Dave is finally, they're hooking up the power tomorrow, I think. Went to a lot of different people to find out that there was 3 different addresses down there, whether it's the Elkhorn Conservation District or what. So the one would go down to hook power up and there was no one there, and then the other one, you go down to hook it up and it's like, it's already got a meter on there, so anyways, got it. They're coming to finally get it done. He got a quote on finally getting the roof done that they couldn't do after they got the power, so it's finally coming around. Had a Northern Michigan Association of Counties meeting. Dina Bosworth gave us a report what's going on in Lansing. It was kind of interesting. Their working on the budget has to be done by June 30th, I think. They're worlds apart. I think the House wants 19.5 million cut, and the Senate wants nothing, and obviously the government wants nothing. They they're doing, they have a ton of bills out right now. Everyone has their own bill on housing, trying to come up with how they can get expedited and cheaper, and but the #1 thing that they're trying to do is take away local control. That way they can oversee everything. So they have no idea where it's gonna go from there. But one interesting thing, they were talking about the Sheboygan Dam that almost failed. And they said they had 55 minutes to evacuate that whole town if it would have failed. And it was close to failing. So, and they were talking about it, there's 61 highly critical dams in Michigan. And how they're gonna have to go through, and it's gonna cost huge money to update them and get them where they are. And they talked a little bit about now the dams that Consumers is set to sell right now. And there's a group that are trying to get that stopped also. But we'll see what goes from there, but. What?
Has Mac ever come up with a position on the dams as far as yes or no?
I don't think they have a position.
Or they stay out of the way?
They're trying to stay on the sidelines, they.
I don't know if anybody saw the news 2 days ago, the administrative judge who was overseeing that whole thing made his ruling. To advise them not to allow, he was working for the state utility commission. They were, gave them his opinion was do not let consumers sell it.
It sounded like Mac though was kind of opposite of that.
Maybe, but it's the commission that makes the decision.
Yeah.
If they approve the sale.
And really, they could go against the judge's decision.
Well, if they don't sell it, they're either gonna spend what, $5 billion to upgrade it, or they're
They're
gonna,
not going to.
which they aren't going to, or they're gonna tear them out.
That was, they did, well, he didn't say that, but. No, when I consumer power guy was talking to me the other day, that's what he said. They're not gonna keep them.
Well, I'm not surprised. The dollars and cents that I've seen
Well,
at these meetings, there's just a way to keep them going.
77% of all their money to upgrade and the equipment and take care of it is spent on the dams, and the dam doesn't provide 7% of the electricity. It's a lot of money for a little electricity.
Even taking it down, it's gonna cost them a ton of money, but it's not as much as getting it rolling.
So this will end, that, well, the cost will end if you take it.
But it's
down. You don't
gonna
have-
decimate.
Well, yeah, but I think how many years it's gonna take to take them all down and clean up and that sort of thing. Yeah, it's,
There's an end date. If you leave it running, there's no end date.
you and I ain't gonna make it, Carolyn.
Yeah. So, is this, am I good? So I don't have a lot, but at Parks and Rec, we did, so everybody gets a chance, go to the webpage, do your survey, get your public survey done. Talked about just exactly what Scott talked about, the fun run that they had, the trails being utilized by the side by sides. We're ahead of it, I think. We have our ORV grant, so we're in the process of grading trails and make them ready for everybody. That was it, road commission, there was nothing of interest there. Man, nothing else.
First thing is in your packets, review at your leisure, public comment? Yes, Scott? Whoever wants to go first.
Just a quick thing, before the meeting, Dave had said, he saw, one of my fellow 911 directors give a presentation, and then they encouraged the commissioners to come into the 911 center. And I want to extend that invitation to everybody, anybody, we have a group coming in from Upper Lake, ladies to tour, 911 and see what we do, so it's open to anybody, if anybody wants to come in, sit down, see what we do, our door is open to you. And please give me a heads up next time the sheriff's gonna roll in here with a drone when I'm doing a notification on a stupid notification system, and he comes in with a side-by-side and drone. Steal all my thunder, but our doors are open, so please come in if you'd like.
If they want to take our five dams down, would it smarter to take the first one down or the last one down first?
May I comment?
Yes.
I think they'll take Mile, then we'll go to Alcona, and right down the line. They won't take the last one, well, they'll do something with the last one, so that the lake stuff can't come up with it.
They take all in the back, they're gonna have all that pressure.
What I'm handing out are the write-offs for the month of May 2026. $37,395.99. That's quite a bit more than last month. And the reason being is $24,628 of that is going to collections. So at the moment, year to date, we're at $50,038. I think I budgeted 144, 145 for the year.
Quick question, Scott, on the collection part of it.
Yeah.
Once the collection agency collects that money, do they send it to the billing company?
No,
Or
they
does
send
it
it directly to us.
to you, and then you put it on your transmittal and submit it to me?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get the run number and the name of the client, all those
Okay.
pertinent information.
Perfect, thank you.
Collection agency takes a percentage, I assume.
Oh, yeah,
How much?
30%.
30% on collections.
New ambulance is in, I picked that up 2 weeks ago, we're getting it stocked, getting the paperwork around, getting it, ready for licensure, and that'll end up going to Glen Station 2. And, so then we'll have 5, and then the number 2 truck will go back into Stephen for warranty work. It'll get painted for the 3rd time.
How's our run goal? Run down there.
Run counts are up, last year we were at 1862, we're on pace for 1935 at the moment. We're at 5.26 runs a day. And we're going through Medicare revalidation right now, they do that every 5 years, so I had to send 42 pages of paperwork because, didn't do it online for whatever reason, so MHR, our billing provider service, is helping us with that. So Medicare is gonna show up one day and they may just drive by the building, they may knock on the door and want to go to or kind of what they do.
You should give us an update you gave me on the building, that Gary had come out and talk to you.
Okay, so Harry Harvey came out today.
Well, preface it, so we had an EMS meeting.
Correct, so. You know, when the buildings are 26 years old, both buildings respectively, Station 2 in Glenny went online in June of 2000, excuse me. Station 1 in Harrisville went online in September, October of 2000. Glenny Station's pretty well off, it's got a new roof, I can't get a date, but I'd say the roof's about 10 to 15 years old, it's metal. It was originally a shingle building, just like Station 1. Station 1's got a lot of problems. You've got vinyl siding top and bottom with a 1x6 or a 1x8 piece of wood running in between. And it's got wood trim everywhere. Top, bottom, soffits, eaves, the whole 9 yards. That wood is rotting off the building, literally. We don't have gutters or downspouts. So what happens is water comes off roof, hits rocks, splashes off the rocks, goes on the wood. It's not been maintained, it's not been resealed, repainted. We're looking at some new doors because they're rusting. Again, they're 26 years old. We're looking at some windows, the big window on the north side of the classroom. It's got some rot that you can see when you pull the trim board away from it. You can see that there's rot underneath the window sill itself. I don't know how far down it goes into the wall. Harry's observation was probably halfway to the ground and it's probably affecting the insulation capabilities of the wall. So we're looking at some estimates to see what it may cost and we're gonna do an RFP on it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Can we back up to the credit summary, please? The take backs, they changed their mind.
What's that?
The take backs, they changed their mind.
Take backs, yeah, take back through this. That one, it looks like it goes with Medicare. So what happens is Medicare reimburses us for a run. There may have been other insurance, or maybe they weren't eligible. I don't know the exact specifics of this one, but that's what a take back is, that they take the money back. And we don't write them a check necessarily like a traditional refund. Usually what they do is they'll do a weekly or monthly tabulation of runs and money we should get. We just take it out of that batch, so to speak, more or less, right? The way I
Sometimes they
understand it.
do reverse it out of the account as well, which.
We do write refund checks periodically.
Is it a, do they change? Craig and I had rather similar conversation on take backs earlier today. Do they change their mind about their willingness to pay it in some cases or what?
I think some of it was the patient eligible, or the person eligible for the benefit at the time? Because a lot of times, they send the patient the full bill. And I look at the pay sheet that our crews bring back and I say, well, they have Blue Cross Blue Shield. Well, they have a high deductible, so the first 2,000, 5,000 that's come out of the person's pocket before the Blue Cross is kicking in. Or their Medicaid eligibility, they're no longer eligible for that insurance, or one of their Medicare supplementals, they're no longer eligible, they didn't pay their premiums or whatever. I don't wanna say it's a constant, I don't wanna use the word battle, but it's a communication back and forth with MHR a lot as to why are people getting the full bill when I see that they have health insurance on the face sheet, and trying to understand why. Cause I have patients calling me all the time, or they send the bill back. They put all the insurance information on the paperwork that we already have, and they say, bill my insurance. So then either I write them in, snail mail letter, or I'll call them and say, here's the circumstances. You owe the money.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to comment? Yes, sir.
Hi. Just popping in, we still have a giant desk down at the end of the hallway that apparently nobody has a need for, so, I think we may just have to, I'm not sure. I asked, the fair board didn't want it, it's too big for anything they got, I've asked all the other offices if they could use it somewhere. So I'll make the rounds one more time with it or something, and then we'll probably just have to sell it. It'll be a good desk for somebody, it doesn't come apart, it's very large, and it doesn't fit any of our current office space. Oh, that's why it's still sitting there. But we checked with everybody that might wanna use it, nobody wants.
I'll take it back. I'm back.
If you can find a space to
No,
put it.
in my, yeah.
If you find a space to put it.
We'll sell it to Kevin for $1, and I'll take it out.
Having, boy, it is the, they don't want to use. That's all I got.
Great. Any more public comment? Additional commissioner comment? Adjourned, well, you just identified most of what we do here, so it's okay. Meeting adjourned till Wednesday, July 1st.
So.